Well, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome to another episode of the Gentleman's Picks Up, a special episode of the Gentleman's Picks Up. We're going to be testing the Logitech G923 against two versions of OutRun to see how it plays. Let me explain just a little bit more. I got this acquisition here that you can see on the screen. I got it off eBay. I got it very cheap for what it is. Yeah, that's an expensive wheel. Although it's a budget wheel, believe it or not, it's an expensive wheel. When you get the joystick shifter, or the joystick, the gear shifter with it as well, and everything else. But I want to give it a go. I want to see how it compares on games, how it works on games, to see the difference in my gameplay, which is obviously going to go lower, purely for that is you're using a very different controller here. So what we're going to do is we're going to play the game normally once, and then we're going to have a go with the wheel. Then we're going to play the game normally again, the different version of OutRun once, and then we're going to have another go with a wheel just to see how it all hangs together, and I will come back with my final thoughts at the end. So here we are. This is the test we're going to be doing using OutRun, and we're going to use a regular controller just to prove that I can use this, or at least I can play this game a little bit. So let's go on a bit of a racing journey before we then move on to the wheel. So car selection time, we're going to do F50. We'll just do the standard one, and we're going to see how far we can get with this little beauty of a game. This is running on the Technopower emulator, by the way. And I learned recently, if you hold down the action button or the view button, you can change to old versions of the titles. So we'll do this old version of Splash Wave, whatever the hell that is. And off we go, off we go. Oh, it sounds a bit different when you've got that. Right, but we're not here to listen to the music. This is just a test to prove that I can play this game and see whether the steering wheel improves things or makes things worse. A long time ago, I had a steering wheel and I gave it away to an old neighbour of mine, a couple of neighbours ago actually, on one side before, the current neighbours that we've got. And, I didn't really get on with it, but I saw this steering wheel so cheap on eBay with regards to a stand as well. I thought, I've got to go for this. I've got to go for this. It's the Xbox version of the Logitech G923, not the PlayStation version. Now, I have got a PlayStation, which is a bit of a shame, but you know what? It doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter at all, because primarily this is going to be for PC gameplay. I've already been investigating games on the PC that I can play, but I want to test. I want to test to see how good, how bad I will be, when I swap to this. It's probably going to be absolutely frighteningly different. Oh my god, my god. Oh, I nearly lost it there, didn't I? I nearly lost it there. But this shows that I could get by on this. We can get through a couple of tracks. We're only going to play till I'm dead. But I just want to see so we can compare and then get an experience. And maybe one or two goes on the wheel, seeing how it goes. Okay, all bashed into that. I should have really done a little drift. There we go. We could do the drift. We could go around the corners really well if we try. Straight and up. And over the hill. And far away. Alright, and I'm going to try and get rumble working on it as well. It has force feedback and stuff like that. So that's part of the stuff. Oh my days, my days. This isn't adequate driving at all. It has rumble. Look, she's giving me a good old slap in there. It's got rumble, so we'll see how that goes as well. Right, round we go, round we go. And we're going to keep doing the left journey as well. So we basically replicate 100%, the experience. I really should be multitasking when trying to play this. My gut is usually I have been able to get to level stage 4 on this without much difficulty. But you know what? I've crashed once already. It's gone a little bit to pot. But, we'll see what we can do. We probably need some nice drifting. There we go, there we go. Yeah, change the view for that drift. Look at that. Seat of your pants stuff. How the hell I'm going to do this on a steering wheel? I have got no friggin' idea. Absolutely no friggin' idea. I think it's literally probably going to be a car crash in more ways than one. But it's actually an exercise as well to see whether we can get the Logitech G923 running on Technopower as well. So let's go round here, let's go round here, round and round we go. Where we stop, I don't know. Oh, here we go. We go left or right. So yeah, I said stage 4. It looks like it is going to be stage 4. Oh no, 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 no. Come on, just round this bend. Just round this bend. Oh. There we go. Stage 4. Adjust. We ain't going to complete this. Look at that fog. It was foggy when I went to work today. And it's foggy in video games that I'm playing today as well. My lord, my lord. I actually kind of want this to end now because I'm very keen to try the steering wheel. Get that put on there as well. But yeah, we've got to give it its due. We've got to give it its due. Alright, come on, come on, come on. 18 seconds left. Let's do a nice big drift. Well, that was nice till I hit the barrier. And there we go. The giant statues. We're not going to make it to them. So that is game over there. So that shows that I can play this for this 5 minutes or so. Actually, okay. Let's go on to the steering wheel. So here we are, ready to go on OutRun. We've got the wheel set up. I'm a little bit further back. I hope this comes out okay, but we really want to see what this gameplay is like, or how bad my gameplay is now likely to be using a wheel. So press start, boom, off we go. Alright, we should get a choice to pick the cars here. Yeah, we can steer that way, we can steer that way. Okay, you can feel the friction and everything else. That's really good. Alright. How that translates to gameplay though, I don't know. Is the accelerator not working? Oh, it's pushing the wrong button. Alright, okay, here we go. So you seem to have to push brake to make your selection regardless of what it says on the screen. But remember, these are arcade games that have been made to run on a PC via techno power. There we go, accelerator is working. Right, gently round that corner. I just straighten up if I let go, okay. Oh, I can, oh my god, drifting is harder. Drifting is harder. Oh, this is friggin' awesome holding a wheel. Come on, come on, come on. Round we go, round we go, round we go. Where we stop, I don't know. Okay, our rival is up ahead. This is definitely harder than using a joypad. Oh, no, no, no. It's definitely harder, but you know what? We will get the hang of it. We will get the hang of it. You get generous time for this to start off with anyway. So, yeah, that's okay. I'm trying to get that drift going so I can figure out how to do that properly, because we're going to need this. We're going to need the drift further on. Yep, let's just nudge you and you vanish into nothing. Yeah, you indicate into me. This is truly silly fun. Oh my days, oh my days. Right, come on, come on, come on. Yes, she's waving with happiness. I'm doing alright, I'm doing alright. You can set up all kinds of rumble on the techno power. We haven't really got that set up too much. You know, we've just got you know, a bit of bass stuff there. I made no real adjustments to that. You know, I just want to see whether this would work. And it is working, and it is working. Alright. Okay, round the corner, 25 seconds. Oh, no, 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 no. If anybody's got this, by the way, and you've got blackbirds, e.g. not as in Blackbird, the blackbird, but blackbirds as in the birds are wrong, or some of the textures on the road, especially this bit, is wrong, give me a shout. I've got a patch file I can help you with. Or it might have been the previous section where the road was wrong and just showing us black. But yeah, there's a patch file that you could put in the shaders that fixes that. Round we go, round we go, round we go. Oh, this is great. This is brilliant. Oh, that wasn't brilliant. That wasn't brilliant. She ain't going to like that. She's going to be pointing and nagging, you know, and giving me that evil eye look. Okay, round we go, round we go. But yeah, no, this is just a case of getting it set up to see whether we can do this. And you know what? Oh my god, I bounced off the walls. We're going to do exactly the same on the original OutRun as well, I think, on this video, which I would include for MAME as well, just so we got a little bit of experience of both of them working. And if there's games that you want to, oh my god, I can't drive. If there's games you want to see me play badly, very badly in some cases, now I've introduced to Will, just let me know what it is and we'll do our best to please, because this is a gentleman's speak stuff, and this is all about each and every one of you, the viewers. But yeah, I can solidly say this works. We could increase some of the rumble bits and pieces on it to make it even harder than what it was. But holy hell, using this setup, which I got so cheaply on the Techno Parrot, is absolutely brilliant. Here we are back in the room. We are going to do exactly the same test, but we're going to be using the original OutRun as well. So let's go on a bit of a journey with this controller first. And what shall we have? We'll do Splash Wave. Hopefully, I'm going to be okay at this. But here we go, here we go. I want to at least get to stage 2. It doesn't help coming off the original OutRun, or sorry, not the original OutRun, the Techno Parrot version of OutRun a few moments ago. It really doesn't. I just tried to do a drift that I was doing when I played it with the joystick originally. That didn't work out too well for me, did it? No. Come on. Don't crash. So yeah, speeding along quite happily at the moment. Everything seems normal. I did a little bit of reading as well, and I believe OutRun was the first game that had force feedback on the joystick, on the steering wheel. So, you know, it'll be nice if we can get this up and running with that working successfully as well. Right, come on. Oh my days, we only just made that, didn't we? But there you go, you can see that I can sort of do it well. As I said before in this video, yeah, OutRun is not one of the best of games to be doing a commentary with, because, you know, you've got to focus quite a bit on what's going on. But, you know, we're doing alright. We will only have one game of this, so to speak. I think we've got trouble with that brown car that might hit us up ahead. No, we're okay. You know, I remember this back in the Trocadero in London, where they had the sit-down versions of this. Oh my god, days gone by in terms of, it was an absolute marvel. And then, God, can you imagine if you could go back to the original days and have a look at the one we just played, you know, the first one we played, in comparison to what this looks like now. My god, you know, it's like chalk and cheese, isn't it? How are we doing? 12 seconds. We'll probably get to the split. Yeah, I don't think we did enough. Can we make it round the corner? No, we can't. Alright, so that shows that I can play that reasonably okay. But what we do now is we try the steering wheel on this old little game to see how it gets on. And here we are with the original OutRun again, ready to go with the steering wheel in place. So we're going to give this a go and see how we get on with this. I think this is going to be a lot harder. We haven't got any force feedback set up. We've just got the basic controls ready to go. Let's go on a race together. So coin is in, start is pushed, and we will take Splash Wave, I think. Let's do Splash Wave. Alright. Off we go, there we go. And look, the brakes work as well. The brakes are working, but I just stopped myself. That was a stupid thing to do, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And I started off in high gear as well, so there you go. We're now in low gear and went to high gear there. Everything is fine, and we crashed. Alright, we need to get some proper driving done on this. Right, low gear. Get up to speed. Oh my god, this is... I can't even get on the first bit of road. Right, low gear. High gear. Right, this is just to see whether it works, just to give it a go. So here we are, back again with OutRun, ready to race for you. So we're going to put a coin in, see how this goes. It's going to be tragic, I just think it's going to be so bad, but I'll do my best. So foot down on the accelerator. I love the wheel on the game we previously just played. Let's see whether I love it on this as well. Alright, go into high gear. Actually low gear, I don't want to hit this thing's high gear. Oh no, 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 my god. Alright, this is going to take some getting used to. I've got to get past the first bit of road before the time ends, because otherwise that would be really bad. Here we are. Oh my mother fudge. Oh, this is a very different experience. Alright, focus. Right, steer. This might need some more fine-tuning adjustments in MAME to make this work as you want. Yeah, it feels like I'm having to really oversteer to do anything. But in MAME you can adjust all of that anyway, so you have got the ability for analog devices to do their sensitivity and things like this. But yeah, I'm going to have to do a bit of thinking here, a bit of thinking to get this right. Round the bend, yes, yes, yes. It feels good though, it feels really good to have a wheel on this. Alright, that was game over. That took a bit of getting used to. We're going to have to pump another coin in to give that a go, because, you know, we were barely doing anything that wasn't embarrassing. Fire, off we go. Let's change the tune. Let's change the tune to that. There we go, Splash Wave. You can still feel the strength in it. The torque, I think that's the right word for it. So this is a gear-driven steering wheel. You can get a lot more expensive ones that are belt-driven. My recommendation to everybody that's looking at something like this after this video to play better than me and do it, you know, don't go for one of these brand new. Go on eBay, have a look, see what you can get. As I say, I got this really cheap, and you saw the picture of the stand on the opening video as well. Yeah, you see, come on. Yeah, you saw the picture of the stand on the opening video, and yeah, all of that, as I say, was under 200 quid. You know, and by cheap, you know, you look at this G923, you know, if I wanted to buy that with the shifter that we're not using here and everything else, you know, that would have cost me, you know, over 300 quid, or I think it would have been, you know, just for that, and you get the stand thrown in as well. And I was looking on eBay before this video, you know, at least in the UK, oh days, oh my days, at least in the UK, there are options to get things like this. But yeah, this is good. This is really good. It's going to bring a whole new life to some driving games. You know, oh come on, oh, we're out of time. Oh, we lost it. But there was a little bit of improvement there. But you know what? I say one more for the road, just to really try and put this to the test. But yeah, there's definitely improvement. Right, Splash Wave. Oh, we've only got a Splash Wave. Oh, Magical Sound Show, we'll do that one instead. Yes. So I'm not wearing shoes, I'm just doing this in socks on the pedals as well. That is extremely comfortable, you know, it doesn't hurt your feet, you know, it feels fine. Oh, I'm not doing much braking, let's be honest here. You know, it's using the gears, to slow down, which would grind any real gearbox. But you know, that feels right. Let's do a bit of braking. Yeah, that works as well. They do not hurt the pedals, and the braking has got some resistance behind it as well. The accelerator is nice to go down, but the braking, you could definitely feel a bit of resistance. Come on, come on, come on. I can imagine how stressful this is going to be when you get the force feedback working on it as well. Oh. Yeah, because you're going to feel every bump, everything, and it's not as if you don't feel the steering wheel pulling. You know, it's not spinny as it spins round. You know, there is resistance in it already. Come on, round the outside. Oh no, not that way. Oh, I'm not going to get better at this. It's going to take me a while. It's going to take me a while, but we will let that go to game over with what we have right now. So we made it. We got to the end. What do I think? What do I think? Well, I think it's bloody marvellous, to be honest with you. I wish that I'd been playing games on this channel with that a little bit earlier. You know, in my mind is buzzing at the moment, thinking of all the different games that we can get, thinking of what can we use, what can we play, you know, what can we do. It's a bit of a burden, you know, it's quite a heavy device, so I've got it in another room, so you have to shift it around a little bit, but by God, is it worth it. You know, I was generally really happy when I was using it, and when I get all the rumble bits working as well, you know, PC games they'll be absolutely fine, but we're doing emulation here, so that takes a little bit more setup. But when I get all that working, my God, the world is my oyster. Hope you've enjoyed a slightly different video. All of you stay safe, all of you take care, and stay retro. Goodbye.
And I think it's gonna be a long time. I'm retro gaming and I'm feeling fine. Now like and subscribe if you would to the Gentleman's Pixel Club. Pixel Club retro gaming is so much fun. Pixel Club created just for gentlemen. The Gentleman's Pixel Club. The Gentleman's Pixel Club. Now like and subscribe if you